He's definitely the greatest male tennis player of all time.
I think the only debate people can have now is who's my favorite player.
With a Grand Slam final and an Olympic win already this year, Djokovic is making huge waves. 2024 has been a historic run for him, clinching that long-awaited Olympic gold medal at 37 despite battling injuries. Now, with tennis icons from Andy Roddick to legends like Navratilova and Mats Wilander chiming in, we've got to ask, what does the tennis community really think about Novak Djokovic?
He's playing to win, and he knows exactly what it takes, how to get there, how to peak.
After Nole's monumental victory at the Olympics, Navratilova was all praise for the Serbian superstar, exclaiming, "Unbelievable effort from Djokovic to win the Olympics now. At his age and a knee surgery to boot, truly phenomenal. He fully deserves the gold." WTA legend Chris Evert also praised Djokovic on X. Novak, his love for the game and his country is unparalleled. The strength of his mind is incomparable. His GOAT status has been cemented. So happy for him.
I feel like he's the guy that broke up the Beatles, right? Like he's like tennis Yoko.
Andy Roddick was equally blown away by Djokovic's epic determination, giving him a massive shout-out as the GOAT. Roddick wrote on X, "The willpower. Can't explain the effort I just witnessed from Nole. GOAT. To get one last chance, tell everyone what your priority is, and then deliver against the current best. Emotional stuff. Lucky to see it. Props." A-Rod, in his insightful Sports Illustrated piece, also broke down why the Serbian is considered the GOAT of tennis.
But if you can make an argument against his numbers, you are being willfully ignorant at this point.
Despite the ongoing debate between Djokovic, Federer, and Nadal, Roddick's take is clear. Djokovic's stats are hard to ignore. As he puts it, numbers matter. You have to win 21 sets to win 7 matches over the course of 2 weeks at a Grand Slam, and Djokovic has done that better than anyone. Roddick emphasizes that while Federer's elegance and Nadal's physicality are immediately captivating, Djokovic's relentless precision and adaptability makes him a tennis juggernaut. Novak's game doesn't always make the highlight reel, but his ability to dissect opponents and adapt on the fly is unmatched, Roddick notes. This nuanced mastery, combined with a record number of Grand Slam titles and superior head-to-head stats, solidifies Djokovic's claim to the throne.
He's most probably the most professional tennis player that we've had.
And in an electrifying interview this June, Mats Wilander also delivered his compelling insights into why Djokovic stands unrivaled in his professionalism. Wilander remarks, "Djokovic is a machine. His preparation and focus are unparalleled." He further emphasizes, "No one adapts mid-match like Novak. It's almost supernatural," highlighting Djokovic's unwavering consistency and dominance. Especially in Grand Slam tournaments, Wilander paints a picture of an athlete operating on an entirely different level. But Wilander's got also some intriguing insights on Djokovic's game. He thinks there's been a shift in Djokovic's play this year that might explain some of his surprising results. Despite being a 24-time Grand Slam legend, the 37-year-old is facing some tough challenges. Wilander points out, is Djokovic as intense as he was 5 or 6 years ago? I'd say no. He adds that Djokovic might be showing a bit of wear and tear with a few laps in concentration, natural for any player pushing their limits into their late 30s. But despite this setback seen from Nole, Wilander unleashed some major praise for him, highlighting his pivotal role in shaping the future of tennis. Tactically, Novak Djokovic is so much better than the young players coming up, said Wilander. The Swede considers that Djokovic's most important role as he continues his career isn't just about racking up titles, it's about mentoring the next wave of tennis superstars.
We know Novak for sure is keen to play for a couple of more years, but...
And the last remaining giant from the Big Four, Djokovic isn't just chasing records. He's on a mission to challenge young stars like Sinner and Alcaraz, pushing them to up their game and reach new heights. Wilander emphasized, Novak is so much more tactically mature and just better than the up-and-comers, and they're not challenging each other the way he can. Djokovic is still out there posing tough tactical questions that once Federer threw at him, Nadal, and Murray. Wilander believes that this isn't just about Djokovic aiming for his 25th major or surpassing Margaret Court. It's all about leaving a legacy that mirrors the great Federers, who taught more than just smashing tennis balls. It's about mastering the mental and tactical aspects of the game. I'm watching tennis evolve, hoping it gets better and better, Wilander added, seeing Djokovic's ongoing influence as critical, not just for his own legacy, but for the growth of the sport and its emerging stars.
In my opinion, he is one of the greatest athletes of all time.
Now, how can we dive into Djokovic's world without giving a shout out to his former coach, Goran Ivanišević?
He's not an easy guy, let's put it this way.
Even after their split this March, the mutual respect between them is still off the charts. Nole's tennis brilliance is unmatched. But as Ivanišević pointed out, coaching a genius like him is no walk in the park. He's not an easy guy, especially when things don't go his way, Ivanišević revealed, emphasizing that being number one comes with relentless demands for perfection. Talking about Djokovic's Olympic medal, Ivanišević shared some deep thoughts. In a heartfelt interview for Tennis Majors, he reflected on how captivating Olympic gold was a dream they frequently discussed. We talked about it many times. It was one of my greatest desires for him. Novak really wanted it, and that's why it was so emotional for everyone. Ivanišević described Djokovic's journey to Olympic gold as a destiny fulfilled through sheer perseverance and faith, calling it incredible and written in the stars. On Djokovic's epic match with Alcaraz at the Olympics, Ivanišević was in awe of Djokovic's resilience. Fascinating. It is an amazing switch he was able to make in his mind. Wimbledon was only 2-3 weeks ago. The will, the desire, the strength. Alcaraz is 16 years younger, hits harder, and is quicker. But Novak made it look like Carlos isn't younger, quicker, and doesn't hit harder. And looking ahead to the US Open, Ivanišević didn't hold back, declaring if he plays like this, he's the man to beat at the US Open. And Ivanišević even bet on Nole to chase Olympic gold again in Los Angeles in 2028. He joked, considering how crazy he is, it wouldn't surprise me to see him in Los Angeles in 2028 as well. But what do the rising stars like Alcaraz and Sinner think about Djokovic?
The way that he hit the ball is unbelievable. The way he...
Alcaraz in particular hasn't been shy about his admiration for Djokovic, recognizing him as one of the tennis greats. However, during the post-Olympic final interview with Eurosport, Alcaraz was thrown the big question. Is Djokovic the best tennis player in history? Without skipping a beat, Alcaraz acknowledged in the undeniable. The numbers don't lie. There's not a single tournament he hasn't won. By numbers, I can't say no. Everything he's set out to do, he's achieved, praised the young Spaniard. But then Alcaraz hit us with a but. He continued, there might be some other factors that come into play. I can't say for me who is the best in history. Why the hesitation? Well, Alcaraz idolizes Nadal, and with Nadal along with Federer in the mix, the debate over the greatest of all time isn't just about numbers. The trio, Djokovic, Nadal, Federer, were neck and neck in this legendary race. But many argue Djokovic has pulled ahead with his 24 Grand Slams and the record for the most weeks at number one.
He won 24 Grand Slams.
Now for Sinner, the GOAT debate is over. According to him, Djokovic has cemented his status as the greatest of all time after a jaw-dropping 2023. Djokovic added 3 more Grand Slam titles to his collection, bringing his mind-blowing total to 24. You find yourself in front of someone who has won 24 slams, 3 out of 4 this year alone? In terms of results, he is the best that this sport has ever had, Sinner told Eurosport, absolutely awed by Djokovic's prowess on the court. And what about Djokovic's emotional gold medal win? When asked about Nole's tearful celebration, Sinner totally got it. Of course I understand. He tried so hard to get this medal, which was the last piece he really needed to complete his collection. He knew this in his mind, Sinner explained, acknowledging the massive pressure and relief Djokovic must have felt. But what about the fans? Their reactions to Djokovic's Olympic gold are off the charts. This monumental achievement could only be described as insane and next level. Djokovic has consistently redefined the limits of what's possible on the tennis court, and fans see this Olympic victory as the ultimate crown jewel of his already epic career. The fanfare is unmistakable. Djokovic is so far ahead of Rafa and Roger now, this gold just seals the deal, one fan exclaimed. Another declared, there's no more debate. The GOAT has been crowned, and it's Novak. And the praises kept rolling in. Novak Djokovic has done it all. Federer and Nadal are great, but Djokovic is on another level. So what's your take on Djokovic's epic journey at the Paris Olympics and the whole GOAT debate? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, don't miss out on our latest video where we dive deep into Nole's mind-blowing Olympic triumph.